So now we're on to joining and the border, and it's week 6 of the cowl, and I'm just going to show you how to whip stitch your pieces together. That's a method I used, but you can use another method if you want to. So I'm going to use my sample tulip piece and my sample flower piece and join these together. So I'm using yarn H, which the Create DK is off-white, and you need to hold your pieces together so the right side facing each other. So I'm just gonna pop that over and turn my work. So if you join your yarn in the 2 corner spaces, I'm just gonna do a knot there to secure my yarn into place. And then it's the back loop only of each stitch, so on each side. So that's the back loop only of that one, and then the back loop only of the other one. So the back loop only of your first piece is the nearest one to you. The back loop only of your second piece is the furthest one from you. So I'm going to whip stitch across, joining the 2 pieces together. Making sure I only work into the back loop only of each side. So once I get to the end, I will show you what it looks like on the other side. So I've done my join all across, and I'm just going to flip it over to show you what it looks like on the other side. So that's your join. So you can see you've left a loop on either side to give it a nice texture as well in the join. So that's the joining process. Now we're going to move on to the border next. So now we're on to the border. I've just detached that so it's easier for me to work, because I'll just be doing the corner piece to show you. So we're going to attach yarn H. This is for round 1. Now because I've detached my panel piece that I joined, I can't show you how to do the half treble crochet 2 tog, but there are pictures in the pattern. So I'm just going to do the corner and some stitches across for each round of the border to show you what it should look like. Obviously I'm not going to go all the way around, it's just a sample of the border so you can see. So we're going to attach the yarn H in the chain 1 space and chain 1, and then we're going to do our first corner. So it's half treble crochet, chain 1 and half treble crochet, and then it's half treble crochet across the top of your first row, well, round. So I'm just going to do probably just over halfway to give you an example of what it's going to look like. Probably just halfway now. I'll just do a couple more stitches. And then I'm going to cut the yarn there. Obviously you won't do that. So now we're on to round 2 of the border, and it's the apple green. So I'm just going to get my apple green, which is yarn F, and it's attaching it to any chain 1 space with a chain 1. And then again it's a half treble crochet, chain 1, half treble crochet in your new yarn, and then we're going to skip one. The skip one, it's actually hidden, it's just there. So that's your stitch that you're going to skip. You can see it's there. That's the stitch that you're going to skip, just there. And we're going to chain 1, skip a stitch, 1 half treble crochet. So we do that across, so chain 1, skip, half treble crochet. So it's actually the same as this round of your flower. So we've already done this, so I'm going to continue across just on my sample piece of the border. Just get some more yarn out. So I'll just go as far as the end will take me. So that's it. So I'm just going to snip my yarn there. You would continue round, completing half treble crochet, chain 1, half treble crochet in the corner stitches, and then it's skip 1, chain 1, half treble crochet along your edges of your blanket. So now we move on to round 3, and it's the vintage pink yarn D, and we're going to join in the chain 1 space. It's a chain 2 space actually here. So we're going to join in the chain 2 space, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a puff in the chain 2 space. So again, it's just mimicking what we did on this green round here of the flower square. So insert for 1 puff, and then that's 1 puff in your chain 2 space. Then you're going to chain 1 and do another puff in your chain 1 space. So, and you repeat this across. So chain 1, 1 puff, chain 1, I'm going to repeat this across to the end of my blanket, well, my sample piece. What you will do with this one is at every corner you will be changing your yarn colour, so you get different yarn puff stitches colours. So this side is yarn D, then you will change it to yarn A, and then you will change to yarn B, and then you will change to yarn G. So each side will have a different row of puff stitches, a different colour row. We'll do one more, and we'll tie that off. So we're now moving on to round 4 of your border, and it is attaching the blue, yarn E, and I haven't got a corner stitch, so I'm just going to attach it this side of the puff, but you would be attaching it into the chain 2 space. So I'm going to attach it here just below, and then it's 2 half treble crochets. I'm going to do a corner space though for the next round, so it's 2 half treble crochets, chain 2, 2 half treble crochets. So ignore those 2 stitches and the chain 2, so you start off with your 2 half treble crochets in the chain 2 space, and then we're going to do 2 half treble crochets in each chain 1 space across. So again, it's mimicking this row on your flower square, it's just exactly the same, and you repeat this round your blanket without changing colours. It's all in this colour. So I'm just going to do 2 half treble crochets in each chain 1 space on my sample piece for the border. So for your last round, just going to break that yarn off. For your last round, so imagine that's your corner. I did miss the puff stitch. The corner, your last round, we're going back to the yarn H, and we're going to attach it to the chain 2 space, and we're going to chain 1. And because it's the last round, I'm doing 3 treble crochets in the corner stitch, and that will be your corner. So each corner will have 3 treble crochets in it, and then you will have a treble in each stitch around your blanket. So try not to miss your first one. That's a treble. So you're literally doing a treble in each stitch to your next chain 2 space, where you will do 3 trebles in the chain 2 space, and that will be your corner stitch for your last round. there you have what your border is going to look like, and it mimics this part of your flower is mimicked here, and you just change the colours of your puff stitch as you work around your blanket. So that's it, your blanket's all complete once the border's done, and I really hope you've enjoyed this cowl. I enjoyed designing this blanket and I've loved every minute of it, so yes, thank you all very much.